Ever had a crush so intense it felt like the world would end if you couldn't be with them? Now imagine your families absolutely despised each other. Welcome to Verona, a city where two powerful families, the Montagues and the Capulets, are locked in a bitter, ancient feud. The streets are constantly erupting in sword fights, and the prince has had enough. He declares that the next person to start a fight will pay with their life. Enter our hero, Romeo Montague. He's moping around, completely heartbroken over a girl named Rosaline who doesn't love him back. Classic teenage drama, right? His friends, Mercutio and Benvolio, decide the best way to cheer him up is to crash a party at the Capulets' house. What could possibly go wrong? Meanwhile, at the Capulet mansion, we meet Juliet. She's not even 14, and her parents are already trying to marry her off to a respectable nobleman named Paris. Juliet isn't really interested, but she agrees to at least meet him at the party tonight. So Romeo and his friends, wearing masks, sneak into the enemy's feast. Across the crowded room, Romeo's eyes lock with Juliet's. It's instant. All thoughts of Rosaline vanish. He approaches her, and they share a dance and a kiss. The connection is electric, undeniable. It's only after they part that they both discover the devastating truth. He's a Montague, and she's a Capulet. Their love is forbidden from the very start. But do you think that stops them? Of course not. Later that night, Romeo, unable to stay away, climbs the wall into the Capulets' orchard. He sees Juliet on her balcony, speaking her thoughts aloud, wishing Romeo wasn't a Montague. This is the famous, "O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo?" scene. He reveals himself, and despite the incredible danger, they declare their undying love for each other. They're so swept up in the moment that they decide to get married. In secret, of course. The very next day, Romeo rushes to his trusted friend, Friar Laurence. The friar is shocked by how quickly Romeo has forgotten Rosaline and fallen for Juliet, but he sees a glimmer of hope. He thinks that maybe, just maybe, this marriage could be the one thing that finally ends the generations-long feud between their families. He agrees to marry them. Juliet's nurse acts as the messenger, and the secret wedding is arranged. That afternoon, in Friar Laurence's quiet cell, Romeo and Juliet become husband and wife. For a brief, beautiful moment, it seems like their love might conquer all. But this is a tragedy, and happiness is fleeting. Just hours after the wedding, the hot-headed Tybalt, Juliet's cousin, is furious that Romeo crashed the Capulet party. He finds Romeo in the street and challenges him to a duel. Romeo, now related to Tybalt by marriage, refuses to fight. But Romeo's best friend, the fiery Mercutio, can't stand to see Tybalt insult his friend. He draws his sword and they fight. In the chaos, as Romeo tries to break it up, Tybalt stabs Mercutio under Romeo's arm. As he dies, Mercutio curses both families, shouting, "Apago, both your houses." Devastated and consumed by rage and grief, Romeo's new resolve shatters. He challenges Tybalt and, in a furious duel, kills Juliet's cousin. The reality of what he's done crashes down on him immediately. The prince arrives and, instead of the death penalty, banishes Romeo from Verona. Juliet learns the terrible news. Her new husband has killed her cousin and has been exiled. Her joy turns to despair. Her parents, thinking her grief is for Tybalt, decide the best cure is for her to marry Paris in just a few days. She's trapped. Married to one man, engaged to another, and her husband is a banished fugitive. As Romeo prepares to flee after one last secret night with his bride, their world has completely fallen apart. What can they possibly do now? And that's where we leave them, at the end of Act 3, on the edge of a cliff. If you want to find out how this tangled, tragic story unfolds, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into classic literature. See you next time.